I got broads in Atlanta, just to lean the family. Credit cards in the scammers, hitting the licks in the van.
Hey everybody, how you doing today? This is your favorite critic with no gimmicks, Sammy, the one and only, here to present to you the review of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 5, Eps 1 and 2. So without no further ado, let's get to it. Bow! So from the very beginning, we can see that they just pick up right back where they left off, like last season finale. And yeah, so they were at the bar, and you know, these special ops, whatever they were, they kidnapped them, you know, they gave them something, and then that's it. That's where the last season finale you know, left us. And now what happened is this agent's cousin you know, just appeared out of nowhere in a strange place. You know, he didn't understand where it was and what he was doing there and how he even got there. And turned out this strange place, you know, it was a spaceship, and they were technically in space. So that was strange. And not only they were in space, but they were in the future, and they've been brought to the future to save humankind against, I guess, some kind of imminent destruction or something. And so that's what we're gonna find out with the rest of the show. To be honest with you guys, I mean, I think that if there was some kind of imminent threat, and you know, in the future, and you know, somebody had to come and save the planet, and that got me thinking for a second. I mean, if the world was in such imminent threat, you know, that comes from, you know, in the future, why would they, you know, why would they bring from the past S.H.I.E.L.D.? Why not the Avengers? You know, I get it. This is a show. This is a television show, TV series, and they wouldn't have the budget to bring all these A-listers, you know, in a show like that. And I guess these people would be out of jobs. And this wouldn't be called, you know, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So yeah, but I understand. But from a, like, you know, common sense point of view, I feel like if that had to happen for real, they would probably call the Avengers, except for you know, Hulk, because Hulk is not the best guy you would want to have in a spaceship. That's only just, you know, Hulk smash, and you don't want that in a spaceship. And I know right now the Avengers are separated, but I mean, if you can get somebody, you know, from a certain timeline, you know, a certain year, to come to their present, they could go further back and then get the Avengers, you know, when they were still a team. So I guess that could have happened too. But yeah, I do understand why, but I just wanted to say that because it kind of made more sense to me. So now, as we saw, you know, they started to look for each other and everything. And one thing that made me laugh is Coulson, because they wanted to find where May was, Agent May, and Coulson was like, you know what, I think we should split up and see if we could find May. We would cover more ground this way. And you know, Mackenzie was like, no, I mean, have you ever seen any alien movies? Like, you know, this always go bad. That's how people die. Everybody, you know, go their own ways, and they get picked one by one, and that's how they die. And besides, the black guy always die first. And I found that was so funny that he said that. So yeah, that was pretty. And that picture right there, it kind of reminded me of, you know, Scooby-Doo and the Scooby-Doo gang, you know, the whole gang. And they were just moving, like, you know, step by step and everything. That was kind of funny. I like that. Oh yeah, so one thing that kind of got my attention, you know, is Daisy. You mean to tell me that they are in an alien spaceship? At that time, I guess they do not know that yet. The spaceship itself is alien. So all the tech on the spaceship itself are alien based. So you mean to tell me that Daisy was able to just use an alien interface and just be able to type whatever she wanted to type and to find whatever information that she needed? So the only thing that stopped her was the fact, like, there was a hand scan, and that they had all those symbols on it. So these things, you mean to tell me, like, that's the only thing that stopped her? That the interface itself was not like new, looking weird. It was exactly designed as what we have like in our world. To me, that was kind of stupid. Yes, so because later on we're gonna find out, like those people who actually govern this spaceship are aliens, and they have like their own technology and everything. So it kind of like, it doesn't make no sense that why they would have all of those things similar to ours, like in the same manner, and you would be able to just find your way just like you would find your way in the same with human technology. So that, to me, that was kind of stupid, but it's a show. I kind of get it. So after that, they found out that the ship is run by blue skin aliens from a race called the Kree. They are from the planet Hala. And from what I've seen here, I've been looking for some extra information, and the Kree, they have mastered space travel and space colonization. The Kree also possess advanced warp drive starship, cloaking technology, advanced energy-based weaponry, advanced medical technology, and genetic engineering. They have a lot of things that they are good at. So that's definitely like a master race in the universe. And like, I think one of the top 3 badass races in the race and in the universe. So they are not just anybody, And now that race, they held, I guess, humanity, what is left of it, hostage. And so I guess now this is what the shield is gonna be doing. It's gonna try to save humanity somehow, and we're gonna see how that turns out for them. So here we are with Agent May. I know she's supposed to be a badass and everything, right? She can do a lot of things. She fly airplanes. But again, this right here is a spaceship. This is an alien tech spaceship in design as well. So how was she able to fly a spaceship with different sort of commands and buttons and everything that would be in the different places other than that of a human kind of plane? How was she able to do that? I see she was pressing buttons on top and pulling stuff. I'm like, how did you know that was up there? Are you telling me that like everybody's mind in out of space are synchronized and everything that we built are the same? I don't believe that. I think that this was some nonsense. But whatever, it's a show. I get it. Don't get mad at me. Even Gemma was like, I have no words, and I was like, my turn. Can that make no sense? Like, how was she able to do that? But it's whatever, man. It's what. So basically, that was the first episode. So now in the second episode, they finally realized that they are in the future, and they're trying to assimilate themselves with everybody else so that they wouldn't be, the Kree wouldn't find them and everything. So now Gemma go out of her way and save someone who got stabbed. And mind you, where the person that she tried to save was right in front of the blue folks. The blue folks. I call them the blue folks. Right? And I mean, that was really dumb. And I know, like, yeah, you have a sensitive heart and you want to help everybody, but come on. I don't think like if this was a real life she would have done that, because that was really stupid. Because although yeah, you want to help everybody, but the enemy is right there. They are watching you, bro. So she just went out there and tried to sterilize. I don't know what she did, some kind of doctor stuff. Like I guess she saved the guy, and then that attracted the attention of the female blue lady, and yeah, they abducted her. And yeah, so I think that was her fault. That was on her. And yeah, I'm not saying that he should have died, even though eventually he died, but I'm not saying like she should have left him down. But at the same time, you gotta look after yourself and your friends, and kind of not do something so reckless, even though it's saving somebody else's life. And yeah, so she was brought to I guess the general chamber, the guy who's in charge, and you can definitely see the difference between where he stays, where they stay at. It's kind of fancy and everything. They got running water, they have towels and everything, and whereas where they came from, where everybody else lived, it's like garbage and like a 5-star hotel. That's a big difference. And yeah, so the guy, took a liking to her, and yeah, so eventually the other guy died. He killed him because he was imperfect because of a little scar. And yeah, so Gemma ended up taking his place. And yeah, so but that was to me, in my opinion, I feel like that was her fault. She shouldn't have really done it and tried to go out of her way and save them. Talking about the female blue alien. Are you telling? I mean, am I the only one who sees that this lady have like a bad body paint job done on her, or it's just not? It's unfinished. Like her eyes are like, you could see like, okay, it feels like somebody put something over her eyes and spray her entire body with blue paint. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. It's so obvious. Like, I feel like when they were shooting this scene, they were like, you know what, guys, we don't have a lot of time. Let's just go for it. Let's just shoot right now, because we wouldn't have time to kind of do your eyes. I don't think nobody's gonna notice. I guess I did. So yeah, but that to me, that every time I see her, I'm like, girl, you're not fooling anybody. You see, in contrast to the guy, the alien light blue guy, the one in charge, you can see like his face is light blue, and then like on top of here, going down on his eyes, is like dark blue and everything. It kind of like matches. It just look really nice. It looked alienish and everything. It doesn't look fake. So I think that's to be better. So I think her look could have been improved. Maybe they didn't have time. So now Agent Coulson and the rest got caught, and the person who came and saved them was May. And May had to fight this 200-pound guy. And keep in mind, I understand May is a badass, but do not try to fool me into telling me that, yeah, May can fight a 200-pound. The guy was not even 200 pounds. I would say he was at least 250 pounds at least. And she threw him across the room like he was nothing. And I'm like, that just doesn't make any sense. Like, I think she should be called Super May. You know what I mean? Like, that would be more of a description that fit her, because she can do anything. She understands. She can fly alien spaceships. She can she have super strength. That she should be called like Super May, because she obviously have superpowers. And that's exactly how I feel about that. So that is that. So at the end of the show, we saw that the guy who was talking to Quake told her that, and I quote, it's already been quaked apart. So I'm saying that, does that mean that Quake Daisy was responsible for the Earth's destruction? I guess we're gonna find out in the next episode to come. So, but I don't even know what to think about that. So that's that. So that's basically what all the 2 eps was about. And to be honest with you, I did enjoy them, kind of. I was nothing really too, impressive or anything. So I'm just gonna wait, to see if this get more interesting. So we're gonna see. So there are other things that, that other questions that I asked myself, like, if they were kidnapped, right, before all these things happened, like they were, because they were kidnapped and then sent to the future. And like the guy said, if Quake was sort of responsible or involved in the Earth's destruction, wouldn't the fact that them being, taken from Earth before the actual events, wouldn't that mean that all of these things wouldn't happen in the first place, and this entire scenery where they are like in space, they're in space, the Earth is destroyed, wouldn't that be like an anachronism, just like in DC's Legends of Tomorrow? That's kind of how I feel about it, but that's just an idea. But we're gonna see. But I know eventually at the end of the season, everything's gonna get back to normal. It's gonna be like they've never left that bar. They're gonna be at that bar again. I'm pretty sure of that. And yeah, and this entire time where they were in space, it's gonna be like it never existed in the first place. So that's how I feel about it. It's gonna be like DC's Legends of Tomorrow. That's how I feel about it. So in the meantime, we're gonna watch the episode and we're gonna do the reviews. So guys, this review ever. And if you did enjoy this review, please like and subscribe to this channel. You're gonna be my first subscribers. And yeah, so don't forget to turn on your notification for this channel so you could get more of me. And I'm not gonna only do reviews for this show, I'm also gonna do reviews for shows like Arrows, The Flash, DC's Legends of Tomorrow, because these are the things that I watch, Supernatural, and Gotham, and also that show. These are all the shows that I watch, and I want to do reviews for them every week. So if you would like to see me again do another review of these things, don't forget to subscribe. So this was your favorite critic with no gimmicks, Sammy, the one and only, here with you, and I will see you in the next video. Psh.